Welcome to Gentle Stretch Yoga. Today we'll have a brief yoga lesson, then body scan meditation, then our asanas or stretches, followed by Savasana. So today's lesson is very simple. Why yoga? Or why should you try yoga? And spoiler alert, I'm going to give you the answer right away. It's to feel good. Way to center your mind and your body and feel good from the inside out, and also from physically, from doing the stretching. You know, if you get up in the morning, you might just stumble in to get your coffee, or maybe stumble into the shower, but at some point you're going to be stretching, you know, moving your neck, your shoulders, maybe putting your arms over your head, and you feel good. Or if you've been sitting at a desk all day long and you get up and you stretch. And that's what the stretches in yoga are for, to let your body feel looser and enjoy what we're doing. Now, you may, if you watch some of the internet, Instagram, people doing yoga, you see them doing poses and you say, well, I could never do that. Forget about that. It's really just about stretching and relaxing. So that's why we do yoga. We do yoga to feel good. So if you're sitting on something, let's remove it and extend your legs out in front. And then slowly roll onto your back, one vertebrae at a time. So this part of class is our body scan and a brief meditation. It's meditating by way of concentrating on something else beside what's going outside of us, around us. And we're going to concentrate on relaxing the parts of our body. So extend your heels to pull out your legs a little further, let your feet fall to the sides. Arms are at your sides, palms face up or face down. Neck is extended from out of your shoulders, so you feel long and relaxed. And in this body scan meditation, we just let our breathing be natural. Not holding it in or making it longer or shorter, just natural breathing. So move your consciousness down to your toes and stretch them, and then relax. Relax the toes. And relax the heels that are resting on the mat. Maybe pointing and flexing your feet to get them relaxed. And then just let them go. Relax your ankles. And your calves. Relax the top of your shins. And relax your kneecap and your knees. Feel the little cushion of air underneath your back of your knee. And feel the top of your thighs relax. Relax the bottom of your thighs. Relax your fingers. And breathe. Relax the palms of your hands. Feel the little pillow of air that rests on your palms. Relax the back of your hands, all the bones and muscles in your hands. Relax your wrists. Feel your forearms on the mat. Relax your elbows. Feel the little pillow of air in your elbow crease. Relax the muscles of your lower back. Letting your tailbone press into the mat. Relax your mid-back. And breathe. Feel your stomach rise and fall with your breath. Feel the muscles of your ribs relax. The muscles of your upper chest relax. Your upper back relax. The front of your shoulders relax. The backs of your shoulders relax. Relax your shoulder blades. Relax the muscles of your neck. Relax your throat. And breathe. Feel out the back of your head on the mat. Relax your forehead. Relax your cheeks and your eyelids. Relax your jaw. Let your tongue fall from the top of your mouth into the center. And breathe. Feel your belly rise. and fall. And start to bring awareness back into your body, starting with your toes. Wiggle your toes. Point and flex your feet. Wiggle your fingers. Roll your head from side to side. Draw your knees in, keeping the soles of your feet on the mat. And roll over to a fetal position. And when you're ready, press your top palm into the mat to rise yourself to a comfortable seat. Inhale, bring your shoulders up. Exhale, back and down. Again, inhale. Exhale. Once more. Exhale. And bring your the sides of your mat. If you're sitting, that's fine. I usually use a bolster. Today I'm just going to use my blanket to raise my hips up just a little bit. With your arms at your side, fingers touching the mat. Inhale your arms up overhead. Exhale, arms to heart center. Again, fingertips to the mat. Inhale, arms overhead. Exhale, hands to heart center. Last time. Exhale. Arms face. Make any adjustments. And drop your head on an exhale. Inhale your head back to center. Exhale, drop. Inhale back to center. Once more. And drop it to the right. Back to center, to the left. Center, exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And back to center. And dropping your head again to your chest and rolling it around in a circle. Exhaling as you come forward. As you go to the rear. Raise your head to the rear, not dropping it back onto your shoulders. Just raising it up and a little to the rear. And slowly come to center. And drop and try the other direction. And to the rear, exhale forward. And come back to center. And today we'll be remembering what we talked about another time about modifications and adaptations. We adapt something if we use a prop, like I'm using a blanket. My hips. So let's roll forward, all fours into a tabletop. Hands are underneath your shoulders. Fingers are splayed wide. Tops of the feet are on the mat. Weight is equally on the hands and the knees. Drop back into child's pose on an exhale. Inhale, come forward. Again. Once more. Come to center. Raising your back into arching to a cat. Exhaling into a cow. Dropping your belly and raising your head. Cat. Exhale to cow. Inhale. And exhale. And as you come up to cat, push up with your shoulders to stretch them away from your arms. You might do 10 of these at any time during the night or maybe before bed. And come to center, back to child's pose. Come back up. This time drop to child's pose and hold. Walking your fingers out forward along the mat. Inhale, and then exhale as you walk them to the side. And breathe this side to stretch that side body. And inhale, walk them back to center. Exhale and inhale. And then exhale, walk them to the other side. Stretching that other opposite side body. And then on the inhale, walk them back to center. And come back up to tabletop. Just start to move in a circle, just 2 inches, shifting your weight hand to hand, knee to knee. And gradually make the circles bigger. Inhaling as you go to the back, exhaling as you come forward. And if you want, you can make the circles so big that you drop back into child's pose. And when you come forward, you can even arch your back into a cat. And then slowly make those circles smaller and smaller until you're back to just a 2-inch circle. Come to a stop. And then reverse direction with that small 2-inch circle. And then make it bigger if you like. Exhaling to the rear, inhaling forward. And then make that circle a little bit smaller and smaller. So you're back to your 2-inch circle. And then stop. Move your left knee 2 inches in towards the center line. Extend your right leg back. Toes are curled. Push back to extend the calf muscle. Forward and back. Exhale back. Inhale forward. And then come back to center and stop. Raise that right leg, cross it over the left, drop the toes to the mat. Look over your left shoulder to your right toes. Compressing one side, extending the other side of your torso. Inhale, raise that leg up and drop it down and bring it back to center line to join the other knee. Extend the left leg back, toes are curled. Push back to stretch the calf. One more. And then raise that left leg, cross it over the right. Looking over your right shoulders at your left toes. Keeping the spine in line, same plane. Raise that left leg, bring it back to the center and draw the left knee in to join the right. Drop back to child's pose. Inhale. This time hold back in child's pose. And this time draw your hands back your feet. Dropping your head towards the mat. And release, raise yourself up to sitting on your heels or using a block to raise yourself up. Into a warrior pose. And then bring your hands to your back of your hips. Arch your back and your head up into a small back bend. This is also a modification and an adaptation of the fish. We normally do the supported fish flying on the mat. But as you arch your back and lean your head back, this is a modification. And if you're using a block, you're adapting the pose as well. And come forward. And then raise yourself up to onto your knees, your spine above your hips. And this time, again, put your hands at your back and slowly do a back bend. You can put your hands on your thighs. If you're really stretchy, you can bring them back to your heels. This is the camel pose. Inhale, come back to center and drop all the way forward onto your hands and knees into the tabletop. Curl your toes underneath, push up into down dog. Roll your shoulders out. Walk the dog by bending one knee and then the other to stretch the opposite calf and hamstring. And then we're going to go down to the mat. You can go down through a plank or just go down to your hands and knees and stretch out onto your stomach. Maybe into a chaturanga, lifting up and then dropping down to the mat. Everyone on the mat with their hands beside their shoulders. Lift up into a baby cobra, lifting your hands off the mat. Back down. Again up. Exhale down. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale, this time you can push up with your elbows if you want to make it a full cobra. And back down. Exhale up. Inhale down. Exhale up. Inhale back down.
Now rest your forearms on the mat. Push yourself back up into modified tabletop, leaving your forearms. Maybe walk them back a little bit so they're under your shoulders. And drop your chest to the mat, to a puppy dog position, looking forward. Letting your shoulder blades come in towards each other, opening your chest. Then curl your toes. Bring your hands back under your shoulders. Push back up into down dog. And stretch each leg in turn, your calf muscles. Hold here. And breathe. 5 breaths. That's 3. Last one. And come forward back into a tabletop position, dropping your knees to the mat. Back into child's pose. And come back up. Now extend your left leg behind you. Toes are curled. Extend the right hand in front of you. For a little balance, if you can, raise the left leg off the mat. Keeping your spine and neck in line. And breathe. And then drop the right hand and left knee to the mat. Extend the right leg behind you, toes are curled. Left hand in front. Maybe raise the right leg for balance. Spine and neck are in line. And breathe. And then bring that knee back down and the hand back down to all fours, back to child's pose. To tabletop. And you may be wondering why we do so many child's poses. It's not only a good relaxing pose, it actually is stretching your hips, but it sets us up, our body relaxed to be ready for the next pose. So back down to child's pose. Come back up. This time bring the left hand inside towards the center line and the left knee. Extend the right leg behind you. And then turn to the right, bringing your right hand overhead into a side twist or modified side plank. And release, come back down. Bring the right knee in, extend the left leg. Right knee, right hand, and along the center line, and then drop. Bring your left arm overhead to this modified side arm plank. And come back to center line. Cross your ankles behind you. And drop back to a seated position. Extend your feet in front of you. And this is the staff position or Dandasana with your feet are flexed, back is erect. Inhale with your shoulders up, exhale back and down. Once more. And last time. Now, if you have a belt to adapt some of these poses, I'm going to use my elephant belt. And I'm going to modify this pose by bending my knees when I do my forward fold. So start with an inhale. Exhale, just tilt forward. Inhale again. And then fold over. And breathe in this position with your knees bent to work more your lower back than your hamstrings.
Come back to center. Inhale, exhale, tilt. Again, inhale, and then forward fold. Inhale back to center. If you'd like to try it with a belt wrapped around your feet as an adaptation, you can do that. So inhale, exhale, tilt forward, inhale again, and then fold forward, maybe pulling on the belt or bending your knees. Back to center. Inhale, exhale, tilt, inhale, forward fold. Last time, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. And back to center. Now spread your legs into a wide V, wherever it's comfortable. And place your right hand inside your right knee, maybe bending the knee a little bit, reaching the left arm overhead, and tilting towards the right leg. And breathe. Inhale, come back to center. Put your left hand inside your left leg, right arm overhead, tilt towards the left leg. On your exhales, try to make the stretch a little bit deeper. Inhale, come back to center and draw your legs in together, bringing the right leg, bring the left knee into the chest. Grasp with the right arm, left palm on the floor behind you. Inhale, raising yourself up. Exhale, twisting to the left. Couple of breaths. And release, come back to center, extend the left leg. And draw both soles of the feet together in front of you into a cobbler's pose. Shifting your weight so you're sitting on your sitting bones. Holding your soles of your feet together, massaging the insteps with your thumbs. Keeping your spine erect. And then inhale. Exhale, tilt. Inhale again. And then fold over, pressing your knees outward with your elbows. Back to center. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Fold. Back to center. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Fold. Back to center. This time we'll hold when we get to the bottom position. And hold. And breathe. And release, come back to center. Cross your feet into an easy position. Roll forward once again to a tabletop. Hands are below your shoulders, knees are hip width. Now walk your fingers out, so pointing to the edges of the mat. And stretching your wrists, if you can, walk your fingers so they're pointing towards your knees. And feel the stretch in your wrists. Relax your feet and your shoulders. Neck is in line with your spine. And breathe. Come out whenever you like, or can stay with me for a little bit longer. And everybody move your fingers to the sides of the mat and back to center. Drop to child's pose. Curl your toes under. Push up to down dog. Turning your shoulders out. 5 breaths here. And then come into a plank or drop your knees to the mat, however you can. Come back to all fours. Dropping back onto your knees, raising up into a seated warrior position again. Bring your fingers to the sides of the mat. And cross your left arm in front of your chest. Support it with the right. Keeping the shoulder down. And breathe. Uncross and do the opposite direction, opposite arm. Keeping that shoulder down. And raise one arm overhead and drop it behind you so your hand is touching your back. Keeping your eyes spread forward. And then switch to the other hand. And release, come back to all fours. Curl your toes underneath, up to down dog. Walking the dog once more. And dropping back to tabletop. Cross your legs behind you. Come back to a seated position on the mat, extending your feet in front of you. Roll down one vertebrae at a time. Hands are at your sides. And draw your soles of your feet in towards your hips. Knees are in the air. Walk your feet to the edges of the mat. Drop them to the right and to the left in windshield wiper. Spreading your arms out into a T position. And then come back to center. Cross your right ankle onto your left knee. Reach through to pull your knee towards your chest to a figure 4 or reclining pigeon. And shift your weight so you feel the best stretch in your right hip. Drop the left foot to the ground, across the knees. Put the left ankle onto the right knee, reach through to pull your thigh towards your chest, finding the best stretch position. And then release both feet to the mat. It's time to draw your right knee all the way over your left knee. Put your hands in a T position and drop your knees to the right. Maybe using your right hand to increase the stretch. Look over your left shoulder to your left palm. Inhale back to center. Uncross. Put the left knee on top of the right knee. Drop the knees to the left. Look over your right shoulder. Inhale back to center, uncross your knees. Walking your heels towards your fingertips. Push up into a bridge. Exhale down. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Again. This time hold it up. And release, come back down. Draw your knees into your chest. Rock side to side. Massaging the lower back. And then put your feet on the mat. If you have a block or a bolster, raise your hips again and put it underneath your tailbone or the flat part of your back. Bring your knees into your chest. Extend them overhead. Make any adjustments to the support to make it comfortable. Feet are flexed, and then roll the feet to massage the ankles, reverse direction. And you can keep your knees bent into the chest or stay with them up in the air, but drop your knees or your legs out to the side to a wide V. Inhale back to center. Exhale. And inhale. Again. This time hold in the open position. You can support your thighs with your hands either over the top or underneath. And breathe. And then come back to center. I'll just take a few breaths here. Your knees can be bent or straight. And then everybody have your knees bent. And then extend your legs along the mat. Maybe adjusting the block or bolster for our supported fish position. Walk your shoulder blades in towards one another. Hands are at your sides, palms up. And breathe. Relax your legs. And breathe. Feel your hips opening. And then bring your feet back in towards your hips. Push up to remove a block or bolster. Lower your hips to the ground. Bring your knees into your chest. Rock side to side. And drop your feet to the mat, walking your heels to the edges. Drop them to the right in the windshield wiper, then to the left. And then bring them to center. Extend both legs along the mat. Draw the right knee into your chest, relaxing the left. Pulling on the right with your hands. And breathe. Release, extend that leg along the mat. Bring the left knee into the chest. Relax the right, pulling on the left knee. Release. Extend the right left leg and then draw both knees in towards your chest. Rock side to side. Getting ready for Savasana. Send your feet towards the ceiling into a happy baby. Holding on to your feet or your shins or your thighs. And rocking. Or extending your legs. And then drawing your knees back into your chest. Letting them extend. Arms are at your side. Your breathing is natural. The legs are fully extended. Shoulders are relaxed. And breathe naturally for Savasana. I'll bring you out by ringing the chime after a few minutes. Start to wiggle your toes and your fingers. Breathing more deeply, bringing energy back into your body. Roll your head side to side. Enjoy your feet towards your hips, knees in the air. And roll over to a fetal position. And then when you're ready, put feet. Taking time to make yourself comfortable by sitting on a bolster or mat or block. Keep your spine erect, hands on your knees. Inhale, shoulders up. Exhale, back and down. Inhale and exhale. Once more. And exhale. And today we learned why yoga. Why do yoga? Yoga is to make you feel good. After you stretch, after you exercise, your body and mind are synced together. It's like growing out of a tight pair of shoes. You feel more comfortable in your body when you kick them off. Put your fingertips to the sides of the mat, resting them lightly. Inhale, raising your arms overhead, palms together. Exhale, bringing your hands to heart center, letting peace into your heart. And bowing. Inhale with peace. Exhale, peace to the world. Inhale. Exhale, once more. Peace in and peace out. I invite the greeting Namaste. Thank you for class today. I'll join you at the front of the room.